What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for jumping into this video today. My name is Danny ColdBlood, aka MusicVidiot, and I am here joined in the wonderful world of Grand Theft Auto Online by fellow Chiliad Mystery hunter, Chubby Chris. What's going on, Chubby Chris?
Yo, what's up, dude? Pleasure being over here at the show. What's up?
Oh man, it's awesome having you, especially with the contents that you've been talking to me about. You have some information concerning one of the newest vehicles that we've got here in Smugglers Run DLC, and that is the RM-10 Bambushka. It's kind of like a babushka, like those old Polish women wear over their heads, like those like wrappings, like, oh, give me my babushka. But anyway, it's called the Bambushka. But Chris, what did you notice about this vehicle, and why is it important with the mystery when you were hunting? What did you find?
Okay, so the main part of this airplane or vehicle, it's a direct connection to Omega. Omega, as we all know, he is a conspiracy theorist that we find in the beginning of the game as Franklin, which he leads us to collect 50 spaceship parts to get this incredible space docker, which we still don't know what to use. So, looking into a little bit more of Omega's history, I went in the files and I found the dog tags, and you can't see clearly his name, but what the dog tags say is William R. Shroom, which, going further into more detail for Omega, William R. Shroom was an old fighter pilot that was born in 1940, around the 1900s.
So you're saying that Omega has dog tags on him that say William R. Shroom?
Definitely, and it's confirmed for most of the part. It's kind of blurry when you get into the coding, but adding a filter, you will find that it says William R. Shroom. And going into more detail in Google, his full name is William Richard Shroom, born in December 25th, 1915 and died June 4th, 1989. Which his first flight was flown on a B-25 airplane, which if you Google B-25 airplane bomber, you will find the exact same picture as the one that we have right now, which is the Bambushka that they added in this new update. So we could see the level of foreshadowing that Rockstar has since the beginning of the game. They've planned all of this and they foreshadowed every single update.
That is absolutely crazy, because I actually thought that Omega's name was like something Henderson or something like that, and that was through some information gathered by the online radio, or the in-game radio I should say, and that is basically where my search for Omega's real name ended. Now, you found dog tags in the game files that lead to an actual real-life fighter pilot, which now we see that they've added in planes and fighter planes within the game. So, like you said, Rockstar's been foreshadowing things all this time, and we just actually made this connection to the RM-10 Bambushka, as it's very similar to that fighter plane that you were just talking about. So you guys can see the connections. You can see how this is all making sense, and Rockstar must have planned this out for a very, very long time. Chris, this is pretty amazing stuff here, man. What else do you think is possibly going to be found from going into this information? Because I'm sure there's more connections to be made.
Yeah, dude, if you go on Twitter and you search GTA5 Omega, you could find his real Twitter account, which he posts every now and then. And what he posts leaves us with a lot of questions. That's specifically one tweet that he tweeted back then in November of last year. He tweeted Black Project 2017. And from there, I Googled and I started looking more into black projects. And I found that a black project is a secret military project that the government don't want us to find out. And more into detail, you find two specific airplanes that they are bombers. Both of the names are B-2 Spirit Bomber, and the other one is a F-11-7 Nighthawk, which if you Google the images, they are a full freaking connection to the Fort Zancudo UFO, which is leading me to believe that there's a second part to a military update that we are still missing. Rockstar is foreshadowing, and I feel like Omega has a really big role on the mystery, you know.
Definitely, and there is definitely got to be some use to that space docker, and he's a direct link to that as well. And there's a lot of stuff that you brought up today that really is sparking some interesting thoughts in my head, man. Some different directions I want to hunt in, as you just made a call, okay? You just said that, in your opinion, you really do think that there could be a military update, and it's tied directly to what you were saying about the Black Project. As we see the green filters that we have in the game tied to the movie Alien, and even the Predator mission with the thermal scopes. We have stuff from San Andreas with the night vision that we get for the Black Project to ultimately have the jetpack. So it kind of goes full circle with the clues, and everything really does make sense. And Rockstar has this winning formula, if you will. And the reason I bring up winning formula in a kind of like a phrase like that is because of this description right here for the RM-10 Bambushka. If you guys want to check this out, it says, when it comes to dropping enough ordnance to give the peaceniks something to blubber about, there really is no need to change a winning formula. There's no need to change a winning formula. Now, when I read this took me directly into something else we have in the game here. We'll get to that in 1 second. Let me finish the rest of this description up because I do believe it ties to Rockstar's past yet again, as most of their clues do. Okay, it says that Bambushka comes straight out of a time, even though that more things change, more things will stay the same, when the good guys were the good guys, the bad guys were the bad guys, and collateral damage was just damage, and wars could be won from the air. Saddle up, comrade. Now, it's funny because when you saddle up, you think of, like, you know, getting on a horse, like Red Dead Redemption. And, you know, it's funny because Mount Chiliad, well, how do you look at that in a different way, different perspective? Mount, like you're mounting a horse? You know, there's a lot of different ways to kind of like read into this stuff, but when I looked at winning formula, that took me directly to another site here in the online internet that we can go to. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. If you type in Vine, you'll be able to get this search result where it says Vinewood logline generator. Now if you click on that, you're going to go ahead and see something that I believe is a huge clue by Rockstar, kind of giving us an idea that Rockstar does follow a pattern, does follow a set of rules, and everything seems to foreshadow each other as the clues go full circle. If you go ahead and look into this, it says only a few hundred movies get made each year, and 99% of those are sequels, remakes, and adaptations because production companies have turned into pussies who are too scared to take risks anymore. There's a lot of connections to movies. Rockstar in the entertainment scene is absolutely insane. It says it's never been harder to sell a spec script in Vinewood, but it is possible. You just have to understand the formula. You just have to understand the formula. And it is a formula. It's one of the main reasons all originality and creativity has been sucked out of the movie industry over the last 30 years. Movie execs are too busy thinking about merchandising, product placement, and banging the intern to process more than a sentence at a time. And they like what they already know. You just have to think of it as writing by numbers. We know the code. Whether it's an action movie or an idiotic romantic comedy, we know the buttons to push and when. Okay, how much graffiti do you see in this game where it says code? And how many clues do you see that link to this stuff? Writing by numbers. We just found out recently through Dibs Gaming that the numbers on the Eastern Highway that were added in Next Generation, there's 2 different sets of code and they're only found in that location. Nowhere else in the game can you find it. And there's numbers. Well, those numbers actually just recently got decoded to match up and correspond to the alphabet. So the number 2 would be, you know, the letter B, and the number 3 would be the letter C. Well, it turned out where it said something along the lines of follow the damn train, and then CJ was underlined. So follow the damn train, CJ. We have the mission Derailed, where we kind of, you know, go and get on the train and everything, and we know we do that with the jetpack to get the green goo in San Andreas. And it's funny because in Derailed, we have the 100% completion for that mission, and one of the things is called Better Than CJ. So we do have a lot of stuff that connects to a lot of things, and when we look at it in a paragraph like this, it's almost like a blatant smack in the face. Rockstar's telling us there is a formula, we need to understand the formula, and it is a formula, and you just have to know the code. And it's basically like writing by numbers, and basically knowing what to do and when. what buttons to push and when. So we have that new description for the newest vehicle here that's connected, and it's absolutely going full circle as we see right here that there is no need to change a winning formula. And I agree with Rockstar, because they made a mystery that we still haven't cracked in 4 years and counting. Chris, this is crazy information. We definitely need to get together again soon to recap some of this information and go ahead and talk about some other stuff that we've been finding and looking into as we try to progress throughout this mystery, man.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a good idea. This could be a really nice series. If you guys actually enjoy it, let us know in the comments down below, guys. Make sure to leave your thoughts or any theories that you guys have, and we'll definitely do that on the next episode.
Absolutely. Chris, thank you again for jumping in and doing a discussion with me, man. We'll hopefully hear from you soon and do another one. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Chris's channel, well, what the fuck are you waiting for? His link is in the description, so go ahead and click on that. And I'll see all you guys in the next video broadcast. Take it easy. Ta-ta. And as motherfucking always, peace.
Take care, guys.